Oh, Coach, you guys played Xavier, played Syracuse. You had those tapes, but you actually have all the tapes. So against North Carolina, obviously their length, and then they get on the transition.
Right.
What are you telling the guys how to attack the length and get back in transition?
Well, I think number one is transition. I think we approach everything from a defensive standpoint first, and we've got to stop the ball. Kendall Marshall, everything comes off his hands. He's a lot less effective if he doesn't have space. So we're going to take his space away and try to pick him up as quickly as we can. Give him free dribbles, and then he's really left-handed. He wants to get to that left hand, so we're going to try to keep him off the left hand as much as possible. Shadow him with the trail defender. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's what we're going to try to do, and that initially will slow them down because they're fast because he pitches the ball. So they're going to run their wings, and they're going to run their bigs to the rim, and then he pitches. So that's number one. And once we get our defense set, I think we'll be okay. But we got to stop them in the first 6 seconds of the possession.
How important is it for Junior and Dwight to stop Marshall? I mean, aren't they the first defender? They have to find him first in transition because that's where you can stop the transition right when the point guard gets the ball?
Yeah, they are, and we've been working on it all week. It's a little different because we always pick up the ball, but we have to pick it up just maybe a step or two quicker. And what we'd like to do is make him come back to the inbound pass or the outlet pass, so one step away from where he's trying to get to the other rim. And that sounds like a small thing, but it's a huge thing for us. It gives us 2 more steps down the floor to kind of catch up. So they're our first line of defense, and then everybody's just got to be on their horse and run like their hair's on fire.
So you told me earlier, do you look for teams that play the kind of style Marquette plays that had success against North Carolina, and how can that benefit you guys?
Well, not only success, but teams that play a similar style that we do. I think you and I had talked about Clemson, and Clemson pressures the ball, and they're not as big. They kind of play small ball a little bit like we do. So it's a good game for us to watch and see how Carolina reacted to that kind of pressure. We know we're very familiar with Duke, having played them. So how did Duke attack them? What hurt them? What did Carolina do to hurt Duke? So we can compare our Duke game to that. So there's lots of similarities, but we've watched lots of tape.
Yeah, does that help? You guys played Duke. You guys had success against Duke, taking them down to the wire. How much is that? Because those are 2 big rivalries. I know you guys have grown exponentially since playing in the CBA Classic, but can you look and say, hey, Duke had success against Carolina doing this, and that's what we did against them, and vice versa? Yeah,
I think even if it's only 1 or 2 things that you pick up, that may make a difference. And I think from the Duke game, we definitely picked up a few things.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.